Hello. I'm never gonna be a gamer. Let's be can we be 90s? Is that cool? Guys, am I cool? Do we put like can we do a smiley face afterwards? Can my name be Ster Winky Face? Never tried. They let me type it though. How about that? Because it's the third character I made. Get it? You guys get it? Because it's Ster. You guys get it? I get it. Sadly, I get it. There we go. That's more the vibe. Oh yeah. Skip. 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 That's all I got. Skip. 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 Cold Gemma? It's getting a little chilly in here. My Gemma is really cold. And we transferred over all the skills. I got a whole bunch of stuff ready for the general gist of the character. For no interruptions. Do not interrupt me. When can I put soul candles in? Now you could reset levels? Yeah, it's nice to stash a bunch of the skills you want to level with because its game's pretty stingy with leveling with what you want to. I should have Frostblink, right? Oh yeah, they share a cooldown. Skill on cool. I wish there was a way to remove the skill on cooldown. I didn't notice until Ashley came in here the other day and just said skill on cooldown 3 times. And I was like, what is she talking about? Now I can't unsee it and it bothers me. She fucked everything up. How dare she? Skip. Skip. Something I noticed before there. Sorry. Sorry. What does Frost Gemma do? She freezes things. It's pretty simple now. She really just does more damage to frozen targets and freezes things easier. It's kind of the too long didn't read. It has like a giant circle of cold that pulses to help you freeze. She likes freezing things. I need to get to level 12 before I can use bow that I gave myself, and then it'll speed up. To ARP, this is just the channel. It simply is. Really, I guess nobody starts with a bow anymore, and then there's the whole bow movement skill. That was the best thing to go through the campaign with, that Carino doesn't get anymore because he can't loot bows. So slow. Can draw Eric. No, Erica's melee. That's what I'm saying, is that Lethal Flash Carino and Carino are both like the bow character. And they refuse to drop him bows. I hope that's gonna change next league. Was leveling us earlier. We're as soon as we get to level 12, we're blink bowing. They fixed. I mean, he still could drop a bow. It's just like such an oddly low chance for him to drop one. And then he doesn't get a movement skill at all. So they made him from the fastest guy to like the worst. Well, not the worst, but pretty bad. Oh, I feel so slow. I just want to control my destiny. Please. Oh wait, this refreshes on freeze, right? But you can't like instant freeze targets anymore. So they goofed her too. Sort of. Yeah, but how much you could spam it before, it's kind of stinky. Please. Now bows, LOL? I don't think there's a way for her to get a bow at level 1. LOL. Yeah, you don't actually freeze anything on hit anymore. It's a shame. I guess I'm doing like too much damage to give them the time to become frozen the way it works now. But if I just one hit them, they never got frozen. Skip. Two levels. And then we zoom. Yeah, it doesn't even seem worth using frigid transmission like at all. Every pony? I'm a man! I'm a man! One more level. Please. Die. Skip. Ah! Skip.
That room must be the key.
Skip. Skip. Not you. Not you. Skip. We're almost there to the promised land. Let me on the boat. Let me on the boat. I wish I got experience in real life. Every time I step on bug. Is Shaper the hardest Uber boss? It's probably Uber Cirrus. don't know when you get candles. $16, I get ring. You should totally be able to wear it level 16. We are probably just going to level. Like, just keep using Blink Bow. Rather than an actual skill. Is always actually stronger. And we're off. I don't have the mana to do that. That's a good argument for not having it 6 linked. One day. It's still so loud. It's the loudest thing in the game. Isn't there there should be minus skill cost on the tree. Okay, there we go. No. This is so good too because it actually kills most things in the stage. I was confusing this map for the other map. I gotta go down. You can skip that now? I don't think I realized during my first campaign run. Dude, the technology is here. Holy shit, I just sort of accepted it. This is the only cutscene you couldn't skip in the whole game.
That should be the last.
Oh, they can't reach that far. Give me my lad. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. He's hurting me. I thought I had a parabolic split projectile. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if only you could skip this whole sequence. Yep. She's a delete the campaign and then turn this into a playable character. Easy. Ice Lance? It's Ice Shot. Same thing. This is like 1/10 of the whole campaign. Yeah, a chalice. They added that this season where you are super favored to drop certain things when leveling certain characters. It's kind of a pain in the ass and I don't like it at all. It's like you're saying Rosa has access to a lot of different skills while leveling, but she only drops swords and shields. Until like maps. And even a little bit into maps, I was still dropping only shields. Like, you had to get to like tier 3 before it was like, okay, you can play the game now. Even two-handed weapons. I was trying to get a two-handed weapon on her the whole time I was leveling. I couldn't drop one. hopefully they're getting a lot of feedback on how annoying it is. And it doesn't do that again. The patch notes even said we changed the loot drops for Carino to make it easier for him to level. And it made it like 10 times harder. Actually, that might be a side quest. You might not have to actually turn them all on. I don't know. I don't think so. Some of the starting builds are incredibly inefficient and not fun to level with at all. Like, Fire Gemma, who is normally like a spellcaster. They give her Flame Slash and like fire attacks only. When regular Gemma starts with Fireball. And you could kind of maybe try and overcome that by leveling, like having someone give them the stuff. But I imagine she also only drops like swords in the campaign now. Doesn't really make any sense. Ignite. I don't think she gets ranged attacks either. Okay, we got an overkill ring. Where is it? Tier 0 mods. Yeah, but otherwise, I would say Fire Gemma is like really strong, really good character. Probably would have really good leveling if you could actually choose what skills to level with. But they give her the absolute worst thing. How long does this usually take? I really don't know. I've never timed it. We'll see. I'd guess an hour and a half. Campaign isn't super long, and at the midway point it gets a lot quicker. Whoops. And I'm like still going. These are all like preset maps, but I'm still going the wrong way. Roamer, you roamed too far. think I should have my other hero talent available. I don't think it really matters though. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I need? Do I not get that one? This probably will end up being the fastest I've done the campaign, but I don't usually hand me down as much stuff as I did for this character. Oh, thought I was missing. He's in an immunity phase. Oh, I keep thinking different things are like I had to wait to talk to someone, but that's up here. Or not even. Woo! Whoop. Do I? No. Level up our skills while we wait for her to drive her fucking car around. Oops. Build not hardcore viable. There's the proof. So fast. How do you even control such speed? Come here. Give her one of those, bounce out over here. Right? Or I'm still talking to her. I'm concerned I'm breaking something. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Man, this is like the clumsiest I've done this campaign. But I'm so fast. I know where I went wrong. I was supposed to go up here. Right? Right? It's not giving me a marker anymore. For some reason. Okay, let's go back to town. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I might have done some weird shit on that one dialogue and they never told me where to go. Like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is the place I just did, but I think I did a different instance of it because I went technically the wrong way to go to this place. So it was not this place, but a place that looks exactly like this place. The different time of day version. Thinking of trying it. It's a fun game. I'd recommend it. I'm a recommender. I'm playing it. I like video games. No. Did I get tired of PoE? Generally speaking, when seasons come around, I've been enjoying Torchlight more than PoE for about 3 leagues in a row. But also I did play a lot of PoE. This PoE season's kind of fucked up as well. The whole magic finding situation is like totally destroying the economy. I played my favorite part of any action RPG, which is League Start. And we stuck around for a while and tried some weird builds, and I don't know, to play any longer feels like the economy is just so goofed. I couldn't really find a character I wanted to play that I haven't already played. Everything I was trying was also ending up really bad. The Giga Juicer. My understanding is that everything that can be found in maps is obscenely expensive because the juicers are getting, like, inflating the economy. But if you want something from Heist, then like the juicers will pay you. So you're also going to make money by doing Heist if you don't want to do the current meta. But ultimately that still means like everything is gonna be as expensive as the money that people, like the rich people, have this league. I think if I played more I'd probably do Heist, because I've never really done Heist, but I'd have to make a character I enjoy, and I've been enjoying Torchlight more.
It's all over now.
Candle? We're waiting here for the Pope to show up. Well, that also because the bar for the league seems to be set at, can your character do such a high level of the wildwood juicing? And if it can't, then like it wasn't worthwhile to make the character. But that bar is so high that I'm kind of like cutting out a lot of ideas of what I wanted to do, because I'm like, well, it's not wildwood strong. Squire 2 Divine? That's kind of fucking crazy. Though for the last couple leagues, Squire has like consistently been dropping in price. No one really cares anymore. Because it had one viable build, and that build got nerfed a little bit, and everyone's already played it a bunch of times. And one viable build is wrong, because you could get like the Giga Swords. But I don't know, those are really particular. I'm really glad there's no like Uber version of this boss. This boss fucking sucks. Everything he does a million damage. Actually, I think there is. There is though. Yeah, wait, there is. Is it in like an event only thing? Skip, skip, skip. I don't know. I was still wanting to at least try to do the Giga Cyclone Slayer in PoE. With the flask on in its Ziri's disfavor for like the screen wide cyclone. But I think that I would put it on and go, that's kind of neat, and then like stop playing again. And it wouldn't be very good. Because the 3 ascendancies they put in PoE don't really actually do that much for build diversity other than make the good build stronger. Because the strongest one is the charms, and you can get whatever charms you want, then you put the charms on a character that's already good. I tried building around Warlock and Tinctures quite a bit, and they're just so much worse. Ellie poison with the tinctures. Well, even that's not technically new. It's just certainly helpful. I think tinctures were really good early league. And then it is kind of what everyone was saying is once you have enough money to get good charms, you just get the good charms. And then your charms do what your tincture would do, but also you can just use flasks. There's nothing really unique that they do. Like, there's one or two things, but they're so hard to build around. When you compare the strength to just using charms. What did you think of the finals? I think the finals was an exceptionally fun game that I'm really sad I don't want to play anymore because the balance is so fucked. And everyone made a meta that's like the polar opposite of what it was, and it is no longer fun to play. And I think they slowly added a like skill-based matchmaking to it, so I see the people that abuse the strong bullshit more often than when I first started playing. Invisible lights. Yeah, I was having a lot of fun being an invisible light with the backstab stuff. It's just kind of quirky, and it really wasn't that good. But yeah, one-shot shotgun on heavies and you stun them and all that. Like the last time I played it on stream, like 90% of the people in the lobby were invisible. It feels like a game of like The Hidden or some like source mod. You're like, it's barely an FPS. It's just like looking around for who could be invisible near you. Watch out for the wind! I'll put my 7 new talents in. Oh. Why do they even alert me that this... what? A good thing going? I think they made a good thing by accident still. And it just took people too long to see what wasn't good about it. Because the truth is that if everybody was still bad at the finals and wasn't tryharding it and didn't pick out all the strongest things and constantly play like only the strongest things, I would still be enjoying the game. But people, it was always bad. The game was always bad. It just took dedicated people finding it and trying to be good at it to ruin it. Or not to ruin it, because it was always bad. from everybody is heavy. Well, I think it took people a really long time to catch on how good being invisible is. And Heavy was super popular for a while in the competitive modes because he could one-shot anybody with putting C4s on a barrel. And that was like the actual tournament mode meta, was to put C4s on a barrel and just throw them and one-shot people. And you can't really dodge it or move fast enough to get away from it. The only way you can get away from it is if you're invisible, I guess. And then they nerfed that, but I don't know. I imagine their next patch is going to do something to the invisibility. It's more than the invisibility. I don't know why my game's goofing. More so than the invisibility, the gun balance in the game is awful. And the light class should not have access to that shotgun while also being able to go invisible. Because early beta, everybody said, woo, the light, play the light, the shotgun with the dash, the momentum triple dash is the meta. You need to, that's the best thing in the game. While I was playing an invisible guy. But then I guess at some point they all figured out that actually when people can see you, they can kill you. And that fell apart. Be knives only. I don't know how they can really restrict it or what they're gonna do, but they need to do something. Because current game really isn't fun, like at all for me anymore. Dude, I'm so fast. I'm so freaking fast. We got more attack speed? No. Ah. Jeez. There's too many things to level. It's too many. When is Diablo 4's new season? I keep wondering. I want to see them announce that there's groups of yellow enemies on the map now. It's gonna be so pog. I'm so fast. Actually, can I become faster? I don't know if Gemma gets this by default. If we get superpower support? No. My skills also have to be just like so many levels behind. I don't know what their current season mechanic is like. It's Helltide but blue. And it has a better design system for legendary aspects that they surprisingly didn't choose to do for legendary aspects. For like the temporary vampire buffs you get. That's about it. D4 League mechanic. Man, I miss the good old days when everyone was telling me that season 1, because the game didn't launch with a league, that season 1 was gonna save D4. And then they're like, okay, well, it's just the first one. Season 2 is going to... Oh. Those days are gone. We'll never get them back. Both could use some work on it. Yeah, I can't believe for all of the quality of life this game has that they didn't fix the gem thing while leveling. Stop shooting those guys. Those guys aren't doing anything. Leave them out of this. Let me out. Why is it telling me there's hero memory slots? Oh, there are. Oh, because I was supposed to have done that. This is a big thing on the build. We're going for int stacking. So each one of these is like Grand Spectrum is from PoE, 32 intelligence for every single one you put on. So now that we have 2 of them, this one is 64 intelligence. That one's, you know, and we're gonna get a third one, and then there's a different relic that lets you put on 4 of those. That's kind of expensive, but if I like the build and it's going good, I'm gonna buy one of them. And then there's a more expensive version of that that lets you put 5 of them down, which is very, 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 very expensive, and I would have to like the character a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Which is a 4 slot? 4 slots are like 300 to 400 FE, I think. And all it does is give the slots. It doesn't do anything else. So you miss out on your character's hero relics. Which class is that? This is Frostbitten Gemma. Gemma 2. But I'm using bow skills that she normally doesn't get. During her campaign. Yeah, most relics are insane, and I assume the new Frostbitten Gemma relics are probably really good. Because they probably do stuff like additional damage to frozen targets and blah, blah, blah. They're probably really good. So I don't know how much I'm giving up to try in stacking that way. Wasn't there something else I got? I should be high enough level 4. That's 50. That's 40. I'm kind of, same thing I end up doing in PoE. I'm kind of in my spend my money to learn things I didn't know about this game by making characters I know nothing about. So, Frost Gemma changed, so at the very least I'll learn that. And I'm never, like, fully committed to int stacking, and they changed a lot of how that worked this season actually. So maybe we get to like level 80 and then we realize this was bad. Though I don't see how it could be. Though I said the same thing for the last build and it was super, super, super awful. Though I learned why that one was awful and what I should have done and I didn't do. But I don't see why this one, besides giving up all of my relic slots that are probably really good on Gemma, because I've heard Frostbitten Gemma is really strong after the rework. And she seems really strong. Skip. Ooh, ooh. Gemma to a carry if it's bad. That's the sentiment I've been hearing. Is that like she's that good? Which is a shame because I was gonna league start Frost Gemma. And I was like, I really want to try Rosa. And I really like Rosa, but also I really hate Rosa. It's a tough situation. I am hoping she gets some buffs next season, then I would play her again. Like if she were slightly fixed up and got a little bit better in a few spots, I'd probably play her a lot. She'd be like my favorite character. Like, yeah, she has high damage, but it's so conditional. So, I league started Shock Rosa. Probably should have been deck stacking, but wasn't. And it was decent, but like every single time I got to a boss on like tier 8 maps, I would have to open up my hero menu and switch one of my traits. But I was saying she felt like a Blood and Sand duelist from PoE, except my my button to switch Blood and Sand was inside my like a menu. Yeah, Rosa is Shield Lady. And I think you can fix that feeling with enough like good relics. But then I don't want to play a character who's like feels totally trash until you get endgame like tier 1 relics. Is that... And even with the relics, I just managing her resource and the conditionals of it and her legendary relics. So they showed in the preview of the league coming out, like, oh, Rosa has this relic that lets her like dash to a location, pull everyone in instead, and it changes the function of her trait. What they didn't say was that that relic has a minus 75% radius on her holy domain circle she makes when she puts it down. So if you're trying to like, no enemy ever counts as being in your holy domain unless you get one with like, it goes a negative 25 to negative 75 radius on the thing, and the negative 20 to 30 ones are like 400 FE, which again is like, you are the only thing you're paying money for on all of Rosa's relics and all of her specific stuff is you're paying a shit ton of premium price to have a character that functions. It's not like to do more damage. Everything is counterintuitive and fights you every step of the way. And the high rolls on her gear are like just necessary so it doesn't feel like a shit character. So the bare minimum of how expensive she is right now with a decent amount of people playing her because she's new has been like, I spent so much money just like learning and understanding her relics and buying different ones and trying to solve her issues. And I also think once you have so much money that you can be like, you know what, I'm gonna pay the premium on that Rosa stuff so that she's a little bit convenient. If you have that amount of money, I think your character is gonna outscale how convenient her trait is of like pulling in enemies to clear. If you have like enough money to get an eternity, which is, you know, expensive, It's kind of like the headhunter of this game, which is, I think, a lot more obtainable than headhunter in comparison. Because I just tried to build with it. I was doing like a whirlwind Rosa to try and see if I could go back onto her, and it really just felt like it should have been Rahan, and that I wasn't really even pulling people on anymore because it ended up scaling your AoE so much I didn't need to. Yeah, Eternity was surprisingly cheap, so I got one. It might go up, so I think the reason Eternity was so cheap was because they had the Heart of Rapacity farming that you could do, and people were getting it. It's basically like how Gwenin works in PoE, is that you could get a whole bunch of Gwenin currency and roll for headhunters like the good old days of Expedition. And last night they nerfed how that works, and you can't farm it as easily anymore to get the beads for doing that. So I think Eternity's price was reflecting the fact that it was perhaps easier to acquire. So I'm curious to see if they go up in price now that I have one after they nerfed that shit. I think same thing for Imperial Might, though Imperial Might was still pretty expensive. But I think people were assuming the ease of acquiring it was greatly easier than before. Do I gotta talk to any of these chumpos? Oh yeah, so anyway, that was just related to if you're at that point of gearing, I don't think Rosa does anything, brings anything to the table. So you have to either spec into mapping or bossing through her talents, and you can't really be good at both. And even if you got her memory, her legendary memory that lets you get 2 of her traits at the same time, like Erica gets that, it like 4 times her damage and she just becomes a god character. If Rosa gets that, she gets minus 1% reduced damage for every monster she kills. There's like a downside to absolutely everything she does for no reason. And it's unfortunate because I really like her trait. If it didn't have all these like shits. It's not really about the power level of it, of like saying Erica dies and Rosa doesn't and this and that. It's just, it's annoying when everything you have has a downside. And that the optimal way to play, especially while League starting, was to go in a menu and swap traits for every boss. And then I actually was gaining 200% additional damage for swapping on bosses. So it's like I can't not do that, and I also can't afford to not do that. So stuff like that, I think she needs a bit of a rework. That if next league it's like 15% additional, she doesn't really need more damage. She has a bunch of good multipliers. It's just they're placed alongside super inconveniences. Choose a macro. I mean, even if I did, it's still like a full like pause menu swap. Like it just. It's annoying. She really feels like she should have a stance she can switch between. Torch talk. Well, they added for the pack spirit mechanic, they did add a way to quick swap these loadouts. But it really felt like maybe they meant to also do that for talents or like, I don't know, because she needs it. Otherwise, I don't know. I think my go-to guy is becoming... well, they kind of nerfed him this league too. I don't know. He's sort of... The way I like to play him got a half nerf. Is Lethal Flash Carino guy is fun. I always used the Misfortune amulet that gave like a guaranteed crit every 1 second. And they changed that. And then I thought to myself, you know what? I'll try Rosa. Priest of the Elements. I need more attack speed. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And I know she got nerfed, but is Forbidden Iris still like turn your brain off, win the game? Because it didn't seem like her nerfs were very significant from how good I heard that she was. Budget setup. I know minion items are always bonkers expensive. Budget requires a box. I haven't really... I haven't played as her at all. I'm usually not a minion enjoyer, but I like when there's only like one minion to manage. I might want to try and take her through like a solo self-found through campaign and stuff and see how progression feels. It is awkward though that I feel like I would normally argue and be like, no, you could totally build the character in tons of different ways and you don't have to get that expensive thing. You know, she feels like she has no build diversity because her entire character is dependent on 3 skills, which is basically like one type of skill. So it's probably going to always end up being like the exact same. I don't know how differently you could really do things. I think before she even came out, I was curious of trying flame golem thingy with a flame gemma, because all of her stuff applies to minions. And it feels like there's more room for a wee bit of creativity there. Reap on ignites. That'd be cool. I've been trying to think of a use for why I would want to use. She has the cold to fire conversion relic. Frozen ground with a reap. There's like the one item that reaps when you use a terra skill. It seems like pretty obvious. I wonder if you could do the frost golem. Wait, no, it converts your damage, not your minion's damage, I assume. I was considering doing something with that this league at start, but I didn't really understand what they did do. Frostbitten and freeze to jump in on it. I think in reality I'll probably end up playing whatever new character is next league unless it's a minion character. So I like Fire Gemma a lot as well. She'd probably be one of my favorites. And it's the very simple, small fact that her trait is always auto-casted that bugs me. I like pressing buttons. I'm a button presser. I'm a bit of a gamer. I think games deserve to have buttons. That's why I liked Rosa, because you'd like pull Warcry. She's got to press like 40 buttons when you pull until you are giga geared. Bit of a button presser myself. Minion Erica. I've been wondering for a while. I really thought the next character was going to be shield character, but I thought they were going to do third Rahan was going to be shield Rahan. But then I guess they were like, what if it was an anime girl? And then everyone buys it. Yeah, Sentry Erica. Yeah, it kind of is. True. The game still really isn't a place where it's still relatively new and there's not a ton of skills. So for character building, it always does feel like the skill options are pretty obvious. 'Cause it's like if you're going to make a melee character, well, there's a flame slash, a cold slash, and a lightning slash. And a physical slash. If you wanted to go slash skills, there's just like one of each. That's how a lot of the archetypes feel. Just one of each. do think Bo Erica would be fun. I don't know. I'm still not convinced that Carino is any good. They buff him. They've been buffing him every league. I think when I see that Carino has not been buffed is when I'll try him again. Because I tried him the first season I ever played. This was my first character. And I could not figure out how to scale damage at all. And I was super weak and I couldn't figure anything out. And then I switched to do Ignite on a different character on, I think it was Ignite Thea. And it just instant damage. I think in general for action RPGs lately, it feels like scaling ailments is always like a guaranteed way for your character to be good. And that's kind of the vibe I got after that. And I think I still kind of get it from this game, is that Poison and Wilt and Ignite, and they're all always really good. And it makes it very obvious what you need to build on your character. Automate, but I like pressing buttons. Hello, boss. Yes, I just got here. Maybe I'll do my hero trial thingies. Up until how many? What level am I? I don't want a TA Traveler. Yeah, I thought I was supposed to be killing the new boss, Paloma, or whatever her name is. I bought a couple of the invitations for her fight because I'm like, oh well, like I have to do that. That's the event challenge, is to kill the new. It's always to kill the new boss, not Traveler. But I did fight that new boss. She feels a little bit jank. Like the hitboxes on a few of her abilities and. Ah, don't kill me. I think, yeah, the Eternia season, previous season, was to kill the candle boss. Pretty sure it wasn't Traveler. I believe it was the second difficulty of Eternia boss. Owie. Bro caught me menuing. Wait, he didn't just die? What were all those drops? Oh, the trial. I have a different bow. Forgot about that. Whip. I mean, the real thing is that whenever this game comes out with a season and I start playing some Torchlight, it makes it really hard for me to want to go back and play PoE because of how clunky the game feels in comparison. When PoE 2 though, man. Armor stacking and will. I don't think those two really go together because you're going to want to be on the erosion goddess of deception trees, and I don't think they really offer you armor. Not sure how you would do it. I don't think this game has a all of your evasion becomes armor type of thing. No, I mean like the actual moving your character around and fighting enemies and dodging attacks feels clunky in PoE. We had, right before Torchlight season came out, the pretty telling example of trying to dodge Exarch balls on predictive is impossible for me. And then if you turn off predictive and do lockstep, you turn off lockstep and then do predictive, there's an equal amount of times where you will dodge out of the way of something but actually get hit by it. Like there's no perfect solution to the game, is just a little bit fucking clanky. Whereas mapping in this game and dodging abilities and like how bullet hell some of the bosses are, like the Void Sea guy, and you can actually dodge everything and the camera zooms out. It's like, I wish PoE felt like this. Like, even just shield charging around feels fucking awful. Like, I'm getting stuck on walls occasionally, but that's because I'm going at like Mach 20. But the levels are designed in this game so that you can move around them. There isn't like a bunch of tree trunks around every corner and your shield charge hits every fucking tree and you can't move. It's just the more I play Torchlight, the more I'm getting like sick of PoE shit. That if it's not League start, then I don't care as much. Well, this game always spoils me. When I play this for a bit and I like boot up PoE again shortly afterwards to try something or look at something, just clicking to move your character, I instantly go, ugh. Ugh. And it takes like 20-30 minutes to get over. Last time was rough. I played like a ton of City of Eternia Torchlight season, and then went to go try something in PoE. My hideout felt just so fucking laggy that I was like, does the game always feel like this? And I'd never noticed. The answer is yes. The answer was yes. And then the lockstep, you click to move, but your character doesn't actually move. It's kind of like it's a 10-year-old game. And every single season, performance gets worse rather than better as they add 700 new cosmetics. Yeah, I really noticed it, and I did the comparison, or was talking about with dodging Exarch's ball phase. Played Tiny Rogues on my other stream today. I can dodge around like 400 million projectiles. Some of the bosses in this game are pure bullet hell, can dodge around and not get hit very often. And I do Exarch ball phase, which is literally just stand here in this small opening coming at you at like a reasonable pace, and I can't do a single rotation. I get hit every single fucking time. It's just because your character movement and the camera angle, and it doesn't zoom out, and how responsive everything is. It just feels stinky. Like I don't think you could put the Torchlight bosses into PoE because you wouldn't be able to dodge any of their mechanics. So what you do in PoE is just get so much defenses, you can survive getting hit by anything. You can ignore everything. Like Uber Maven spamming the projectiles, you kind of expect that you're going to get hit by those. And that to do Uber Maven, you should make sure that you can like take 2 to 3 of them and not die, and have enough recovery that you're fine. But that shit would be so easy to dodge if it were this game. Like 100% of the time. The Maven, Uber Maven shooting like, she does like kind of like this, like a 3 projectile pew 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 pew. That's like 1 of 9 attacks going off at you when you fight the Void Sea guy in this. We're gonna have, when we get to like the end of campaign, we really are only in these talent trees to go fast. We're not meant to be here. First one, so much dodging. Yeah, that's the fight I mean. That there's projectiles absolutely everywhere, but it's still manageable. That was the epiphany. That maybe Pee-wee feels like shit. No. I think we're almost done, and we've been streaming for almost 2 hours. We did walk to level 12, so I think a lot of the time on the campaign run was we didn't have a bow until level 12 to backdash. Level, 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 level. Level, 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 level. Is this as good as D4? Real comment? It doesn't seem real. That's it. Mapping. Campaign done. Yeah, it took I'd say like an hour and 40 minutes because we stalled at the beginning of the stream. I think I should respec now and see how my character's actually doing as we map and get used to the progression. I gotta buy another one of those. I guess I don't really need to because I'm not really in stacking yet. I'm gonna go do it. Woo Woo, the actual talent name? I missed what you're talking about. Oh no, my game's lagging. Oh no. Never mind. The creature? Oh, yeah, then probably, yeah. I know their server's lagging a little bit or something. They've been doing a lot of like hotfix patches and stuff. Oh, woo! Woof, woof, woof. Dude, give me... Give me one of these. Yeah, I've never read their names. Okay, this is one of the bigger questions of how useful Gloves of the Mage Assistant is for me. You can get better versions of this that attack speed is set to 4 per second when you have Focus Blessing. And I think we're gonna have to ignore attack speed, and you can get this corroded to 5, which should be plenty fast. Let me see how that feels. Oh, I don't have Focus Blessing. Wait, yeah, I do. Is that even limiting it correctly then? Because I still feel like just as fast. Is that how fast, like... Or is it still allowing additional attack speed because of Goddess of Hunting? No, 3 attacks per second is fucking fast then. What? Okay, let's respec everything. Scares you? You afraid? You little coward. Eldritch Knowledge. Yeah, the game is not translated great, and they have this huge problem, I think, where they try and use keywords for literally everything when they don't need to. Like, instead of just saying you gain 4% more damage when you kill a monster, they'll be like, you gain 1 stack of ferocious fighting when in combat with various foes, and then you have to hover over ferocious fighting and see that it's like 5% damage. You turn off screen shake in this? Yeah. It's in the options somewhere. And then we get deals additional damage to frostbite and additional cold damage. It's like all we can take because otherwise this is spell damage and we're not spell. Then we take Arcanist, I believe. We don't take attack speed because our attack speed is going to be set by our gloves. I don't know if like we need max mana increases. In-stacking can also get you mana, and then there's things that mana stacking can get you, but I don't know how much they realistically overlap because I haven't done it. I don't think they need to. I'm assuming that's good. That's a little unclear. How much frostbite rating it's inflicting. I don't know how useful that is, so I don't want to put points into it yet. I have to assume on a character entirely based around cold damage, it is probably worth it to get the frostbite stuff. I think I need a 50% convert. And auras are a little bit weird because if I'm using a bow, I feel like this character might eventually have to go frostspike and be melee instead. Because enemies within the aura take additional cold damage, and there's a couple other things that are like, I should probably be close. I can take precise projectiles instead for now. $16 mana, no way! No freaking way! Bro, let me buy. Unlock? Player level's too low? Why do they even have an unlock button? It's like, this is the only thing that the instacking actually matters for me right now. I think my belt has damage per 12 stats. And then I cheaped out on a couple of things. Because I need proof that this is a worthwhile endeavor. So I probably am going to need like a really cheapo bow that has int scaling on it at 60, probably 61 requirement. I should probably keep Blink Bow for now. And then it wants us to kill Glacial Abyss Plane Watcher first. Time mark 1. I don't know if it has to be time mark 1, but I'm gonna follow the rules. Thought I was spending something to get them. I think once upon a time you had to. Dude, Blink Bow is still so fucking fast. Why does it... That's like... My gloves say attack speed is set to 3 per second when I have Focus Blessing. I should have Focus Blessing now. It's shooting so much faster than my actual attack, though. What's up with that? I think it's not affected by attacks. It definitely is, because we just did the whole campaign scaling attack speed. But I took all of that off. See? Wait, what? When I didn't have the Focus Blessing, I was super slow. This is not 3 per second. There's no way. I want to get the Giga version of these gloves then, that are 5 attacks per second. Something's fucked up. But presumably in my favor. Is it setting my base attack speed and then it's faster because I have quick mobility? But even then it's so fast, and I had on attack. I had so much attack speed equipped before that I don't anymore. Doesn't really make any sense. Also, maybe it just looks faster because it's moving me, but I don't know. It still feels so fast. So slow. And then we get 1 Focus Blessing. No, it's breaking the law, man. It's breaking the fucking law. I just don't think the skill is affected by the glove's cap. Need a mana source. Wait, that's all? Oh. Very weird. I got like half a level doing that. I thought I was going to be an ice shot build, but we're actually a blink bow build. Has one support gem on it. How much intelligence do I have at the moment? Intelligence 776. It's quite a bit. I've got this bow ready to craft on. Requires level 76. That has the tier 1 cold damage to attacks per 6 intelligence. It was the only one like of that highest tier bow that had it. I don't know that I was kind of hoping projectile speed would matter to me, because I know there's a talent that makes your... I don't know what my final choice on the tree is kind of what I'm getting at. Like, I don't think... Yeah, we don't come in here. So we probably do Ranger. And then they get project... no, what tree gets projectile speed is added onto attack speed? Marksman? I don't know. I don't know if there's a third tree that has intelligence bonuses. Magister might, but it doesn't seem worth it for... Yeah, it does. Doesn't seem worth it for the talents they're giving. Irrelevant to me. Double energy shield regain is probably... Like, one of these is defensively is probably good. And then this is cast speed. That's also good defensively, but I don't want to like double down energy shield defense, I don't think. And Mind Blade is also spells. Frame by frame. I'm doing 5 attack speed with Blink Arrow. Kinda quirky though. Yeah, like I don't know what it's doing then. I think it's just adding the base attack speed to it rather than setting it to that value. But I don't know why it would work differently for that. No, because my other attack, this is like a reasonable attack speed even when I start going really fast. That one looks like it's 3 per second. I don't have the focus right now, so it's like really slow. Then Blink Arrow just is like, fuck this, I'm out. Does this have any stats in it? That would be nice. This is crit damage. Crit. Yeah, this is like the crit one. So our choices are crit, marksman, which I don't think we get too much out of marksman. Like evasion. I think I might go the energy shield thing. And then maybe, I'm still thinking maybe we end up in a spot where we want to be melee attacks and use frost blades. This is like a evasion dex. No, there's nothing in here. We can get Gale if we really need it, and I don't think that we do. I don't know, maybe. It does say it's an additional damage bonus. Just from the bow alone, that would be 50% because it has a 100% roll on it. Blink shot, yeah, for sure. Blink shot doesn't give a shit. And yeah, my first two trees are very focused on damage. So maybe it's not a bad thing to go into spell shield and just double down on defense from energy shield. I honestly really like shell in this game as well, which is like CI sorta. We're already int stacking and int gives you energy shield. So then we would have a giga energy shield. And then energy shield cannot be interrupted and charge speed, so like more recovery, which is the more relevant part because you can force energy shield to start recovering with a defensive skill in this. It's just the speed of it that would be like insta recovery. And then on this tree there should be, well, there's sealed mana, that's convenient. And there is intelligence on the tree. 2 int per 3 level is like really not a lot though. And then spell burst shit. Immediately starts energy shield charge upon entering low energy shield state. That's also fucking insane. For the it can't be interrupted and charges faster. Oh, max energy shield per 5 intelligence here. Yeah, let's do that. And then we might go melee because we might end up being tanky enough. And I think one of my other trees I took health in. Because I was just mashing it out. Oh, that might have been before I respect. This one was life and ES. Okay. Statue of the new god. Own 1 additional stacks of focus blessing. Woo! And a 4% int. So that we should always have the attack speed bonus. Because we always have a focus blessing now. What was that? What is that? I'm not out of mana. She's still doing the animation. Big ES, so low life. You can very easily do low life because this game doesn't give you 1 life CI, it gives you 100 life, and then you can reserve your life. Which is fucking awesome. Which honestly makes it damage. Because you can put a whole bunch of auras on your 100 life. Or at least an aura. Maximum projectile limit? Not that I am aware of. keep doing that because I switched my move button. So I don't understand how much frostbite I'm actually generating. It doesn't seem like a lot. And he's frozen now. And then we deal insane damage, 90% additional when targets are frozen. But yeah, frostbite buildup is a lot slower than I would have expected. I mean, we haven't invested in it that much, but it's still... It was like instant before. How's melee in this game? Quite good. Because they get crazy high attack speeds and they can like speed clear maps, really fun. Everything scales up very high in this game in general, so melee ends up feeling nice with like bonkers attack speed. Everyone can do everything? Yeah, it's harder in the campaign, but like this is a ice spell character that I'm using bow on. And technically, even the projectile bow character can use projectile melee attacks and scale them. Yeah, you don't have to place totems down every single time you decide to fight something as melee. How does that sound? When I get to 62, we need to acquire a temporary bow that has intelligence scaling on it. I might have to... I kind of hate that your stash is, not your stash, but kind of your stash. Like, my currency is not shared between characters, and I have to, like, transfer it. Rather than just open up the stash and all of our currency is always in there. Kind of deal. There's a lot of quality of life for melee where like Erica can continue attacking while she moves when she gets her multi-strike stuff. Same thing for Anger. The Rahan 2 gets like an ancestral spirit for melee. We're doing Steel Forge. Yeah, I should have put some FE in the stash. But this character also couldn't use the trade house because they weren't level 60, even though you have a character who's level 60. But part of the reason why I wanted to do melee as well is because then you get fast move speed. You get like whirling blades. But if I can adapt my brain to dash backwards blink bow forever, this is faster than it's supposed to be. And it's probably gonna get even faster if we get the 5 attack speed per second version of the gloves, but they were like 300 FE and I didn't want to spend it. You need the specific corrosion. And even the ones that rolled 4 were more expensive and I wasn't convinced yet. Still not convinced. Yeah, maybe there is a projectile limit. Because I'm shooting and it's just invisible. Because there's so many like... There must be so many blink arrows. Oh, I know what it is. No, it's the dynamic skill culling. is making my projectiles actually disappear. Try it on whirling blades. I'd have to switch my whole weapon setup. I can just try taking it off. I still do damage, right? Yeah. No. Doesn't really seem to matter. Is there anything goofy I can put on this? Wait a second. What does freeze chance do now? Frostbite chance, cold damage. Isn't frostbite chance like so incredibly irrelevant because all you need is frostbite one time for it to start ticking frostbite. And then 32% cold isn't even a lot. It's still not. The whole thing's goofed. Wow, level up. I think I'm just gonna wait till 76 to switch bows. Yeah, man, dude, Frost Gemma is totally fucking borked. With, your freeze effect gains an addition. Wait, no, what is it? You have like 40% freeze effect. Is that scaling every single thing on Gemma? Because you get like additional effects added to freeze and they're all fucking insane. %90 additional damage against frozen enemies, already insane. And then this was your freeze gains an additional effect every -7% cold resistance. And then you get 40% additional effect of that. So once they're frozen and they're taking 90% additional and have their resistances gonkoed, you just seem like you start doing like quad damage. Give me a force to start. Defensive, defensive. Yeah, something's so fucked with this. I've never seen the projectiles go invisible like that. It might be because God of War is giving me like, you know, whenever I shoot one time, it's like 400 million projectiles right now. I even turned the culling off. Yeah, he gets frozen and he just fucking dies. Quad damage. Oof. Okay, tricky scenario here. I guess I take skill radius. Spell block is I. Oh, this is energy shield gained from shield. Fuck, but that's another +1 for melee. I think it just makes more sense. But I never see anyone use ice shot, and it got buffed like a crazy amount last season. It's just got a really high damage effectiveness. And I like ice shot. And I hate that in PoE. It's like lightning shot and whatchamacallit or nothing. Tornado shot. I like ice shot, man. The bow I'm using? Glacial Abyss Arrow. Which also has additional damage against frostbitten, and we're gonna get rid of it soon. The goal is a bow with damage per intelligence. Also, Frigid Domain requires that you have to be near a target for it to work. There's just a lot of stuff pointing in the melee direction. What disc trait is? Inflicts 100 additional frostbite rating. Continue to be inflicted on frozen enemies. After freezing, frostbite and all frostbite rating will no longer be removed. I feel like that's the one that I wanted when I originally read her talents, but bosses are just instantly dying the first time they're frozen. So it seems irrelevant for right now. I'm fond of bow builds. There's a cool Carino's the bow guy, but unfortunately right now in the campaign he's not dropping bows. He only drops like handguns, and then you have to get a bow after the campaign. It's awkward. But he's neat. It was intended. They added it this season. It's not great. Wait, wasn't he, wait, hold on. I'm just like looking under his health bar. He was still gaining frostbite when he was frozen, wasn't he? And why did he get frozen there? His frostbite wasn't capped out. How does this shit work now? He was at 75 frostbite and then he got frozen. What? I thought they had to get to max. It must have been this applying frostbite when he was frozen. I don't know. It's all weird now. But yeah, the patch note was that they wanted to make Karino's leveling easier, and they added like favored loot, so your character through the campaign drops the loot that their character would need. So like Karino just only gets pistols, and Rosa, sword and shield new character, only gets one-handers and shields. You can totally play her with two-handers, but most of the drops, like 99.9%, were like Taylor loot dropped. I think they went overboard on it, and I imagine they're gonna switch back next season. Cause if they don't, they crazy. But I think they're not crazy, and the devs of this game are generally quite smart. Man, it's feeling like a melee world. Maybe I just like equip a melee weapon for a little bit and see what Frostblades feels like. Well, then I've got to drop Blink Bow. No. See if Whirling Blades is goofed. Oh, and I already have a whole bunch of spike stuff for this. Isn't Icy Blade also fucking sicko mode? Or they made it, it's like weird, like Freeze got totally reworked. So now Icy Blade, when it hits a frozen enemy, minus 0.1 second to this enemy's frozen duration. But it causes an explosion that deals 293 weapon attack damage. I think that sounds like shit, because I do all of my damage when targets are frozen. Even if it's 0.1 second, I don't want to reduce their time. An Icy Frost Spike is a lot less base damage. It's honestly just weaker than Ice Shot, but it gets to be melee and it gets to have a shield, and I get a lot of benefit from being closer. Nope, it's normal. I think if we do get it to 5 attack speed though, that would be fine. And we could put Hardened on it for defense. What am I supposed to do now? Plane Watcher, Time Mark 5, Thunder Waste. It's nice that I haven't had to transfer beacons to this character to do this. I feel like normally you have to. Is there a Frost Slam? Yeah, there's a Glacial Slam. I don't like it very much. Oh, yeah, this feels awful. Oh, well, the weapon is like not good at all. I don't have a helmet. My head is unprotected. Oh no, my head. There's a lot of options here. I could get Ice Bond as cold damage against frostbitten targets. I could get Arrow Einher as extra damage. And I can get Archery Bond. No, Archery Bond is attack speed. I should not be benefiting from that. I think I keep Arrow Guy. Too crazy. We're chilling. Enough with the sacks. Or whatever. I don't know. You're making a lot of sax noises. Also, I want to high five the guy that programmed losing energy in a way that you always lose your auras first and you have to reactivate them every time. Where's that guy to high five? I think the ultimate question is there an int stacking shield? I don't think that there is like a unique one. But if you can't get int stacking on a shield, then that's a definite no for melee. For some smart hat? Yeah, I don't... Just didn't get one. It's basically nothing. I think in general there's just barely any unique shields, and the ones that there are seem pretty bad. Free to cold skill level. Double damage to frostbitten enemies when frostbitten. Blech. I thought that said Gigacaster. I'm Twitch brained. No, there was only dex stacking on shields. So yeah, I'm gonna stay bow. That basically allows us to, the modifier on bow would be bigger than it would be on a one-hander for our int stacking. And if we use the two-handed melee weapon, then it defeated the whole purpose of like a big part of the reason why I wanted to be the way that I am. I need jump projectiles. I also probably need to start setting up my auras. Ong? Damn. I'm that boy. I'm that boy. Germa's friend. Okay, what level is this area? It's giving me the your EXP is low because of the gap. We can solve this. I thought we could solve this. There should totally be one that closes the EXP gap. Thought it was that guy. The purple mummy? You saved me from having to read slightly. Oh god, I'm dying. Yeah, I actually like need a better bow here. I've never used the purple mummy though, so I'm curious, like, how much experience am I getting? It doesn't actually seem like it's any better. Like, I should just go to a lower level area and then use more experienced guys. I don't know. That seemed like a lot. Nah. What the fuck? He was frozen for one shot. You really gotta invest for freeze duration on bosses? Like, not even one, like a millisecond. I said one shot, not 1 second. One, like, attack, he was frozen. Oh, I need to start doing these as well because the dream has increased experience gain. Oh my god, my movement speed. I don't know. I could see myself dumping all of my money into intelligence bow. There's a couple of really good upgrades I just avoided buying. And also we're not really leveled or using a weapon. But I like ice shot bow characters. Still feels like Blink Arrow for some reason is doing more damage. Nah, that man frozen. Buying sand? I mean, you need the sand. You gotta get the sand. You can put on some cards on your maps for more sand drops if you like don't want to pay the price. Yeah, sand's a big import. So true. I was selling quite a bit of sand this league. I was a bit of a sand tycoon. I think Frigid Bond is gonna be better than this guy. Boom, boom. Especially as you get into higher tier maps, the turn rares into sand. Chance to double sand. You start getting a lot. There's just so much quantity. Oh, I'm doing the wrong ones. The bow I have prepared to craft on is level 76. I think we can do... This is a level 77 map. So I think I'm just gonna wait until then and then craft the bow. So that bow has the projectile speed on it, which I don't think we're gonna need. You know, it really depends what pedigree of the gods I get. It doesn't really seem worth it to get projectile speed on my bow just so I could get the speed scales damage thing, because I'm not gonna have very much because I'm not actually in marksman trees. Yeah, she pissed herself. Please, she's very sensitive. Yeah, I'm not gonna get enough prod speed. But I'm just gonna have to re-roll that bow forever until I get another good legend tier 1. Like if I could roll it forever until it shows tier 1 int, I might be a sand buyer. Oops. What's my next talent? Oh, 80. It's a big gap. Whoops. Why won't you die? And then suddenly, instantly die. You frozen? Yeah, dude, frostbite rating continues to go up to like 200. Oh, she pissed herself. It is very fast. She briefly flashes it. Although it seems like she doesn't want you to look with how her hand is placed. Please die. I'm asking nicely. I need the bow, man. I don't know if this is worth doing for 10 more levels without just get a better bow real quick. Like, I could probably equip Mountain Howling, and that shit's probably like 1 FE. Wait, aren't I like 66 now? I could throw on Eternity. I gotta be close. Just swap my buttons around because I played a different character who swapped buttons. What? I'm a little button swapper. I need the gloves. Here, let's do a little bit of looking around here. Hold on for a second. Hold up. The gloves. Gloves. I forget the phrasing. Phrasing is attack speed is set to blank per second. I feel like I could just buy a shit ton of them and corrode them for cheaper when they're 5 FE each. Take the Gamba. I'm gonna buy this one that gives +4 instead of the 3 that I have and see how much of a difference that makes and see how worth it really feels. I also forget why I switched characters in the first place and what I wanted to buy. New bow. That's true. Well, now the other character can buy it. You just validate yourself. The odds on that, I think we could probably math it out. Of the odds of choosing the corruption, correct one is like 1 in 5. And then it would also have to choose 1 in 5 of the correct stat line on the item. Did I not pass the gloves over that I just bought? I did. There they are. There's apparently, I'm surprised that's telling me that on the item, is a 33% damage increase from the attack speed change. Oh my god, it's broken. It's so broken. Chat. Chat, I got news for you. I'm buying them. I don't want to sit around and corrupt them. Yo, wait, what? Yo, hold up. Wait, what? Wait. You can get that on... You can craft that with the Sweet Dream onto gloves? This... What? But then how the fuck do you get it to tiers? Like the odds of getting a tier 0 one. It seems like super unlikely. And the gloves themselves are not actually bad. The gloves like scale damage per focus blessing. Like a lot. Attack 15% attack damage per focus blessing, and I could reasonably have 10 of them. It warns you. Let's fucking go. I just need to see the backdash, man. I'm outrunning the sound it makes sometimes. It feels like I can catch the bullets. That's kind of fucking crazy. Is there a cheapo legendary helm Oh, I wanted to buy the bow. Mountain Howling is 68. We are 68. Let's fucking go. These used to be worth something. How slow I walk. Look at how slow I walk. What the fuck is this? That feels like slower than a new character. What? It feels like I have negative move speed. What is going on? Oh, I gotta transfer all this from the other character. Wait, what the fuck? This has one... Wait, what? It could have 9 energy? I see. Does seem slower. It does. It feels like you start the game faster than this. It might be that I just feel real slow. Whoops, shouldn't have walked in here. I'm gonna get a long load screen so you can stare at her crotch because of that. Look how bad she wet herself. And how embarrassed she is. She's wearing a mask. With her pig fingers. Don't look at her fingers either. They get bigger. Her fingers get bigger the further down they go. I'm glad I found out about the comedy gloves. I'm glad we spent an enormous amount of money. So much money that the game warned me that I shouldn't do it. These are a little laggy. I feel like they're trying to do like a patch or something. Kind of getting ridiculous. Maybe I'm donezo. More XP earned. I do want to eat again. It's fucking, you know, like they say you got free will, and then you gotta eat and sleep again. Man, I don't have a choice. This is actually not that much more damage, because I guess the other bow was like damaged against frostbitten targets and cold pen and everything. I mean, it is still like removing my projectiles. This is very goofy. Do I have the kill at 50%? I thought I just saw a guy who was frozen at less than 50%. I don't think he was. He might have been an elite. Have I tested my DPS on the robot? I have not. Haven't looked at it. How do you use loot filter? You click top button, filters all the way at the bottom. They have 3 official ones you can apply. And they just added this season the ability to create your own, so you can make one there. And oddly, Very strange behavior out here. Sharing loot filters doesn't work between regions. Boy's got a lot of health. I'd have to assume the int stacking pays off eventually when we get an actual int bow, and I believe in the character. The 5 attacks per second thing is actually really strong. And if we stack focus blessings, it's like 150% increased attack damage. And then free attack speed that we didn't have to invest into. It should be pretty good. I hope. Should be, I hope. I'm so slow. Until I'm not. Ah! I can't control it! Lol. Not even a million. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's because that's when it gets frozen. That's when the freeze kicks in. It's like no damage, no damage, no damage, 500. Okay, then the freeze. The freeze went from 500,000 to 2.2-ish million. It really is quad damage. Didn't realize this was an ARPG. What did you think it was? Just a piss yourself simulator? Where you piss yourself? It's just Path of Exile if Path of Exile was your friend instead of your enemy. Instead of Chris Wilson saying, yeah, suck my dick. Yeah, bet you like this. It's Ian saying, we'll change that for you. No, that sounds true. You're right. You have a point. This patch was honestly ginormous in the grand scheme of things. Like, PoE has big patches. I was gonna say, I can't really think of a bigger one. The only bigger one would be like PoE added 5 acts to their game. No, that was pretty big. Man, I didn't realize till now this because our bow does more damage if we're further away. A lot of mechanics lately are like forcing you into proximity. City of Eternia does it a lot as well. The invisible guys. Oh, fuck those invisible guys. But yeah, you can't damage these unless you stand in the circle. And sometimes the circle moves. My character's first flame elementium. Dreams do come true. Oh my god. Look how slow I am. Some of the skills you can put on your auras don't do anything. I think I know what you mean. It's a bit of a gray area. Because minions are auras, and the minions could use those in the aura slots. So they don't get filtered out. And you technically don't have to put your minion in the main spot. So technically. It's crazy the difference between this busted ass actually bugged attack speed to move around and then my actual move speed. Boots. It's just 10% move speed on the boots. 30 if my energy shield is full. I'm gonna take them off. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it were bugged somehow. But also, I would be surprised. Leech not being in the game, there's something called life regain, which is basically leech, but it's like healing on hit. So technically not leech, it's just life on hit, but it scales based on the damage of the hit, and it's a percentage rather than just 5 life on hit. And you could scale it pretty hard, and there's one of the there's a pair of gloves that doubles life regain like Valpact. And there is a Valpact like talent on a class. As I learned from the last character I was goofing around on, Ghost Slaughter, this pair of gloves that consumes 10% of your life per second, was investing a lot into like regen. Regen goes pretty crazy in this game. Like how much of it is actually available and how much you can get. Oh, you know what? Eternity. I got my headhunter. I kind of don't want to give up that amulet spot though, because it does have the giga int stacking one when I get a better version of that amulet I just had on. Ever done a crit build? Yeah. The crit's a little weird. I think I get baited by fervor constantly. Because I just got done doing one and it was awful. Is Voidland's tier 6? Ow! I'm probably gonna die in here if I let things fight me. I just need to get Headhunter going. Headhunter Chan. Do I have cap resist? I need one level. And then I think we get 30% additional energy shield. And then I probably won't get one hit. Probably. We're scaling up like zones way faster than I should be. And it's so awkward to control a character who shoots backwards to go forwards. When it comes time to dodge, my brain is not. It's like, no, you want to go the other way. Okay, I just have like no energy. I thought I had like 2,000 energy shield. What happened? My aura is still running, right? Like I just looked. I'm still... This thing gives me 900 by itself. And I swear I just had like 2,000. Am I crazy? I have less energy shield than the aura gives me. Is this whole character just like totally fucked up? Doesn't make any sense. Because this is 30% additional max energy shield. When I take that off, I have 2,500. Something weird is going on with my aura. No, Energy Fortress is on. What the fuck is going on? I still have 900. What was the what the fuck was that? It's like the exact same setup. Order lull? Does that thing actually work that way? That it has an order? Where it came after seal convert, but it was showing that it was active. Very strange. Very, very strange. I told you! They nerfed me! They fixed my bow! Alright, game's patching. It's usually down for like a minute. It's probably already back up. I'm gonna go though, I wanna eat dinner. But I got to show you the leveling, the general idea of the character. I would've liked to have got the crafting done for the bow, but it's getting pretty late. Because it's going to be big damage when it turns into like, hold on, calculator. Actually, I don't remember the values. It's like, I don't know. I don't remember the values. I don't want to guess. Bye-bye.